What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Well, there are some things that you can count on every year in the NBA. One of those things, LeBron fans are going to cap for their king. Kawhi Leonard will continue to thieve from the Clippers. And Paul George, as well as Kawhi Leonard, will get hurt. He's going to get hurt. And he's going to get hurt at the absolute worst times, whatever franchise he plays for. Now, I know this sounds horrible, and it's like I'm being hard or whatever on him. And it's not like me trying to pick on him, like that. But at the end of the day, this is something that you can literally set your watch to. It happens every year. I mean, remember when Paul George signed with the Sixers? $212 million contract. And I said then, Paul George is going to get hurt. I don't want him to, but he's going to get hurt. And as he gets older, he's probably going to get hurt even more often. And so for the second time in 37 days, Paul George hurts his knee. And I wish that didn't was. I wish that wasn't the case. But it is, man. The nightmare season continues for the Philadelphia 76ers. Amid early season woes, the Philadelphia 76ers were dealt another blow on Wednesday. Star forward Paul George exited the Sixers matchup with the Memphis Grizzlies in the third quarter with a left knee hyperextension. Shams Charania of BSPN added the injury came on the same leg that caused George to miss time at the start of the regular season. George appeared to suffer the injury earlier in the third quarter after coming down awkwardly while going up for a rebound. He will not return to the matchup, according to reports, and he didn't. This season so far, Paul George is averaging 16.7 points, 5.6 rebounds, and 5.1 assists per game, though he's only appeared in 7 games. He's missed a handful of games due to the knee injury he suffered in the preseason. And oftentimes, that's what I usually see with Paul George. Unfortunately, a lot of his injuries come when I notice him coming down, getting securing a rebound, or it'll be something where usually he's making an awkward move, or he's cutting to the basket. Maybe his leg will come down wrong, or he twists his knee, or whatever the case may be. It's usually something with his knee. And lately, I don't know, man. He's had a cornucopia of injuries over the past few years. And look, after tonight's loss to the Grizzlies, the Sixers are now 2-12, man. They're 2-12. So you got Paul George, who's almost never fully healthy anymore. You got a guy in Joel Embiid who always late to every goddamn thing except for lunch, breakfast, and dinner. Plays when he want to plays. Inconsistency with guys that they signed that look good on paper as far as name, but look, like Eric Gordon, some of these guys are well past their prime, or other guys, they're just not producing at the level the level that we were anticipating. And then Nick Nurse getting it done as a coach, man. And Nick Nurse is one of the most overrated fucking coaches in the fucking league. Okay, look, If it wasn't for Kawhi Leonard, Nick Nurse would be a joke. A joke. Because honestly, what else is he known for? What else is he known for? I mean, what has he done? I remember Ticket TV said something about this. They fired the Sixers. They fired Doc Rivers, apparently because he was underachieving with a potential championship caliber team. Right? And when he got fired, who's been the coaches? I think, before him it was Brett Brown, right? Was it Brett Brown before Doc, if I got my timeline correct? Doc doesn't get it done. And then I think that's when they hired Nick Nurse after Doc Rivers got fired, right? They've regressed. Because right now, they don't even like a play-in team. I mean, this is a team that was supposed to contend with Eastern Conference supremacy with the defending champion Boston Celtics. And now they're a clusterfuck. So look, man, this not all on Paul George, but it's just, man, like, I could go all the way back to when he was with OKC. Paul George, when he is healthy, he can have stretches where he plays magnificently. I remember when he was with OKC before he got hurt. Remember, he was a Defensive Player of the Year candidate back in 2018-19. He was an MVP candidate. At one point, OKC was top 3-4 in the West. Then he got hurt. And then ever since, Dame Lillard hit that big-ass shot over him, that series-ending shot, I think it was the first round, over him, that game 5, whatever the case may be, Paul George has been a serviceable player, but to me, he's diminishing a bit to being more of a great role player. He's not that dude that can lead a team by himself or be the lead guy, I should say, to a championship team. He's a guy that, if healthy, can be a dependable sidekick, which was supposed to be what happened with Kawhi Leonard. But these two dudes could never stay healthy together. And here you got another situation where the supposed big three of the Philadelphia 76ers, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and Paul George, they can't stay healthy. And I'll ask you this question before I leave. Are we surprised by this? Didn't we all say this was going to happen? It's like every year we know what's going to happen. We say it. People call us haters. And then 90% of the time, guess what? It happens. It happens every goddamn year. But, I mean, I wish Paul George the best, man. Hope he gets healthy. Hope the Sixers can turn this around. I know a few Sixer fans. It has to be very disheartening and frustrating for them, man. Because when you thought about the team that they had assembled, no excuses, right? But somehow, some way, they've turned into the worst team in the NBA. Anyway, that's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you got to say.